With the hurricane season mere days away, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, NOAA, is predicting a below-normal season. At least 8 to 14 named storms, 3 to 6 hurricanes, and 1 to 3 major hurricanes are in the forecast. However, despite the prediction, NOAA says hurricanes are now rapidly intensifying once they are formed. So countries like Jamaica should be on high alert. More in this report.
As the hurricane season draws near, there is high anxiety among many Jamaicans. More than 7 months after Hurricane Melissa, many people are still homeless and thousands are still living in disaster-prone areas. So what can we expect for the 2026 hurricane season?
For the Atlantic hurricane season, NOAA is predicting a below normal season for 2026. With roughly a 55% chance of being below normal.
At its annual Hurricane Outlook press conference today, the U.S. National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, NOAA, said there will be 8 to 14 named storms, 3 to 6 hurricanes, and 1 to 3 major hurricanes, meaning categories 3 to 5.
These percentages are based on multiple factors that represent a probabilistic distribution, which includes a lot of information. But even though we're expecting a below average season in the Atlantic, it's very important to understand that it only takes one. We have had category 5s make landfall in the past during below average seasons.
NOAA says the prediction is largely driven by the El Niño event that has a 98% chance of developing later this year with an 80% chance of being moderate to strong.
In the Atlantic, the El Niño increases the vertical wind shear, which disrupts the outflow at higher levels, makes it harder for development of the eastern waves coming off of Africa to strengthen into storms.
Despite the below normal season prediction, the agency indicated that the public should still take heed and be prepared. However, there was noticeably no mention of the terms climate change and its influence on intensifying storms in NOAA's press briefing. All that was mentioned was
every category 5 that's made landfall in this country is a tropical storm or less 3 days out. So they rapidly intensify, they get here quick. So everybody, you think you might have a week on your timeline. Reality is you only have days. That's why that preparedness really is absolutely everything. And I will repeat that. This position, next position, retirement, I don't care what it is for the next 20 years. I'm going to keep repeating that stat constantly. Even the smallest storm, if it's slow enough and big enough, is going to create catastrophic flooding and storm surge, right? There's no such thing as Hurricane Justa. We got to make sure the public pays attention to every single one of these systems and the actual impacts, not the category, not the name, but the actual impacts associated with that storm.